Okay. If you had an experience watching the flat Earth, ball Earth debates, then you'll see what is happening here, like exploiting a facet of human frailty that you can't agree, disagree about, like anti-vaxxing thing or the climate or um, what's it called? One more thing, but okay. So information, right? People give some along with lies. You know what I mean? Then that's the mainstream. But people have some as well as some bullshit, and on that level is also very um, condescending to open mindedness, right? Because like you might have some valid points. There's like people do not know that a coronavirus is a bunch of different type of viruses, like maybe SARS or avian bird flu or something. People so then, but we won't talk about the Raccoon City factor, of like something that can can absorb through your skin, you know, and so like we were really afraid of airborne SARS before, or airborne swine flu or something like that, if something was going to become airborne. But now we're not worried about if airborne, right? Because we're not saying is that how we transmit it or how it kills you. And Cliff High did say how it kills people is cytokine storms. It makes your body produce a storm of cytokine or something. I don't hear anybody talking about shit. It's like they want to turn to their black sheep Alex Jones, you know, and shake him down for tranny porn, or give us over to people like Stefan Molyneux that want that you know that want you to pay them like for nothing, right? To get behind a party. Party? Do you party? I don't know, like So the quest for the cure for grandma, right? Because there's no such thing as a path that you can go on for spiritual enlightenment or achievement in anything real than like or a way the way of the way this and that. It's always uh, the the tale of two brothers, Horus and Heru. It's that one. The quest for the cure for grandma, and sometimes people know they already know where or what the cure for grandmother is before they go on the quest. So that don't keep that in mind because like it's the new. It's like there's two generations of people that the class warfare is not really on always an economic scale, but like one generation that um tried to misrepresent another generation that there's one is a predecessor of you know and it could I think it could go in different directions based on who you're talking about, like the technocracy and the autocracy generation, the Victorian era and the contemporary, right? Not talking about all the ones that were more fractured that we just further away play like in time that we know less and less and less about. Like we have to understand their mind before we can interpret the or translate Mater Neche, right? And that's the most fractured. So I mean, tripping over, you know, like the adaptation of with you know, its multiple contributors to our terminologies and assigning it like the people that can change the definition of what words mean are the are the biggest bigots and arrogant matchmakers that have the most lawyers on their side and the highest body counts and the high of you know of people that cart themselves off or ship their energy off to other places in ways that doesn't make sense to the people that's left behind to process it. Again, the dead don't have to process jack because they're not here. They don't they're not gonna do they're not gonna do it. So this is like a lot of futility and exercise. It's just futility. And it's an exercise, like a seance, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like exorcism and shit. And it being that it's only in the mind of the arrogant matchmaker that to put man to the trivial, to the fool's trial after he's already proven uh, himself for the characteristic that we can appreciate, which is consistency, right? That for that purpose, if they if they sustain the trial and they're proven true, it's not going to be double over, but a million times, because uh, there's some people that just don't deserve. You know, I'm not going to go further to explain. You know, just a conversation you might know. It ends with the. It's like genome. I'm not gonna do that because there's people that refer to it as a map, right? So I'm not gonna go into the genome.